Maddie, can you hear me? Maddie, can you see me? Matt Murdock, aka the superhero Daredevil, first debuted in Marvel Comics in 1964. He was blinded by radioactive chemicals as a kid, but that gave his other senses a big boost, and he developed a radar sense that allows him to see, and each of his later small and big screen appearances have shown their own versions of how Matt Murdock perceives the world. I'm Greg Elliott with Screen Rant, and here is how every Daredevil adaptation showed and changed his coolest power.
Can my sight be restored?
No.
Thanks for being so honest, Doc.
Daredevil's very first live-action appearance was in the 1989 made-for-TV movie The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, where he teamed up with David Banner to bring down his archenemy, you guessed it, the Kingpin. Now, we are talking about late 80s special effects here, but the movie did do a pretty decent job with Matt's radar sense, showing it as kind of a green outline with people and buildings shown in black silhouette. The black ninja suit he wore didn't really resemble the red horned outfit Daredevil was known for at the time, but they must have liked it because they've since used the look in the comics and again later in the Netflix Daredevil series.
This time I'm getting you out of here.
How? You can't see your way through this smoke.
Maybe some of us look at the world differently than others.
The next time we saw the Man Without Fear's powers on screen was in Season 3 of Spider-Man the Animated Series in 1996. Matt becomes Peter Parker's attorney after he's framed for a crime. Man, why does that sound familiar? And as Daredevil, he works with Spider-Man to exonerate Peter and once again stop the Kingpin. The way they showed his sight here is basically not much more than everything is really red with a thumpy heartbeat, but while it was kind of basic, Spider-Man the Animated Series definitely gave its own perspective to Matt's signature power.
When it rains, it's like there's a rooftop on the world. Each raindrop makes a sound the first time it falls on a surface. It's like I can see again.
And now we've got 2003's Daredevil with Ben Affleck. Now, yeah, we know this movie didn't exactly hit the bullseye on all fronts, but it definitely shows off Matt's radar sense the most, starting with young Matt being blinded in a chemical spill and gradually figuring out his new abilities to see the world around him, which they show as dark blue with white waves showing the sound vibrations as they bounce off people and things. The visual effects team for the film called the effect the Shadow World, and while the movie isn't perfect, Matt's vision does look pretty cool.
What do you actually see?
The world on fire.
Which finally brings us to Netflix's recent Daredevil series, known for its awesome one-shot fight scenes, Vincent D'Onofrio's scary-ass Kingpin, and of course, Charlie Cox's fantastic performance as Matt Murdock. But surprisingly though, the show actually only showed how he sees one time in the 5th episode of Season 1 called World on Fire, where things appear to him as pretty much just that, all fiery and orangey. So while Netflix's Daredevil didn't ever really show off his trademark ability, we do happen to know that this really good lawyer will be showing up again in the MCU, so hopefully we'll get to see more of his radar sense in the near future. And until then, we've at least got Jared Leto in Morbius to tide us over in the meantime.
I have increased strength and speed and some form of bat radar.
And that's it for this one, guys. As always, make sure to keep coming back to us at Screen Rant for more Marvel news, info, and breakdowns. I am Greg Elliott. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.